minute. Hello, everybody. Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations. And let's see if I can. The camera shadow is maybe with us for a while. But I'm going to do found relatives like Barb Owen. So these are Barb Owen inspired found relatives with my own little twist on it. So if you want to play along, get some watercolor paper and some cheap watercolors, whatever you got. And as soon as you get them, we'll start playing. Curtain where the sun is setting. See if that might help just a little bit. I don't know. I still got a camera shadow. We're going to work with it the best we can. So I hope everybody's had a pretty good week. And I meant to grab a spray bottle. Here I thought I was all prepared. Of course not. Okay, let's see. What I've got is got some paintbrushes in water. I've got a water brush, and the water just looks nasty in there because I can't seem to get it clean anymore. So I got regular paintbrushes too, just in case, because we don't want to do muddy stuff. But then this was a piece of 9x12 watercolor paper, and I forgot to change the autofocus, but I cut it in half at 6 inches. So it's 9x6, two 9x6 pieces now. And the reason I did that is my plan is to scan these and then make them so that I can print them off and send them in Happy Mail to folks. I'll turn this off. Come in a little bit, maybe. One day, you guys, I will be totally prepared after I've hit go. I think I remembered monetization and to let the live chat replay. So yay. So hi, Mitz. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Janet. So 9x12 piece of watercolor. Come in a little. Sorry about the shadow. I'm not sure how to get rid of that. I can't really move my light source much. I've got 2 tubs of fabric. I've been pre-washing all of my fabric I've bought from Fabric Mart. Let's see if that is any better. Not really. Let's see, what does that look like? Is that any better? A little bit. Now I've got a shadow from this here. There we go. We're going to call that good. And yeah. So 9x12 piece of watercolor paper cut in half. So you've got 2 9x6. I've got cheap Crayola watercolors. And then these are the cheap metallic Artist Loft Michael's brand. But they're the ones with the shimmer in them. So I'm going to go ahead and spray these and wet them all good, and we'll let them set for a minute. Uh-oh, that one's trying to escape. I need to buy another set of these. So when I go take that Afghan to the girl I'm going to give it to, I'll buy another set of these kind of metallic watercolors because I really like them. So we'll let that set there, and then I'll wet this one. I found a lump on Tippy today, so I am trying so hard to get all 7 of our critters in for vet appointments. They put me on hold and then forget I'm on the phone. So I signed up for their app thinking, okay, let's try this app. And I really want to use this vet because he's really good, and we've used him for years down here. And that was one reason I was thrilled to be moving back down here, is that my favorite vet was going to be my favorite vet again. But if I can't get in to see him, they used to do, before COVID, he used to do like triage type, first come, first serve. Okay. If an emergency came in, he'd drop everything, take care of the emergency. But then the regular appointments, you would just walk in and wait. They don't do that anymore. You have to have an appointment. So I'm trying to get an appointment. So today I was petting Tippy and I found a lump on one of his back legs. So I'm not sure what's going on there. So he was going to be my last appointment, but I guess I'm going to call and tell them that I've requested appointments, but can I switch and get Tippy in sooner? So we'll see. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, because I want to kind of cover both of these with found relatives, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some wet spots on paper, set it aside, put some wet spots on this paper, and then pull this one back to add color. And while we're adding color on this one, this can start making the paper ready to accept the watercolor. So I just got a big old fat brush, and I'm just going to make some random shapes. Don't worry about them looking like faces. That's not the point right now. You just want to make some bases for the paint to... I think I'm going to focus on having three people across and 4 down, so I can get 12 relatives on each page. So just make odd shapes and get it wet. These might have to be little faces, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to set that aside. Let's see if we can get this paper wet here. But Sally's got to be the first. Sally and Tippy need to be the first one. Sally, I think, has mites severely bad, and Greg won't take her, so I guess I'm going to take her because she's my grandkitty, and I can't see her suffer anymore. He doesn't understand, I don't think, that when you have a pet, it's a huge responsibility, and you have to take care of them. So I've waited to let him do the right thing, and now I can't wait any longer because I feel bad for the poor cat. All right, so we're going to see who all is here. Who all is here? You're going to go to landscape so you can see what I'm doing. I've tried to come in a little bit closer. Let me grab some paper towels really quick. I don't have a roll in here. When you're doing watercolor, you really always want to have a cotton cloth or paper towels because you can see there's puddles of water on here. I'm just going to kind of pick up the puddles. I don't want to dry the paper because I want the wet spots to stay there. All right, so now I'm just going to take the Crayola colors and my dirty paintbrush here for right now. And instead of using the water in the barrel, I'll just wet it in my jug of water. And just lay down some colors. I don't want to really go in green. You want to have a face color first. So you can get different face tones by mixing any 3 colors, okay? I learned this from Kelly Donovan. If you don't watch Kelly, you guys need to. She's awesome. But like if we take the green, we put some green up here. You say, okay, she's going to have green people. All right, so we got some green up here. Now pick some purple. We'll put some purple up here with the green. All right. And y'all are saying, this is going to be one weird person. Well, then let's pick up some of this kind of yellow orange and put it up here. Might be time for a new Crayola set too. All right. Now get you some water on here and just mix them together and see that it'll turn into a skin tone. Mix and mix and mix and mix and mix. And see, it's kind of an African American skin tone. So let's put some on here. And remember, make it kind of a shape of a face. Doesn't have to be perfect. Give it a little bit of ears and a neck. All right. We'll do a whole row in this color scheme. These are meant to be fun little relatives. They're not meant to look like, perfect perfect drawings of anything. You can see where the paper wasn't wet there. It's not accepting the paint. So we might change our mind to what that's supposed to look like. And while it's still kind of damp, pick up a red, a pink, or whatever, and give them some red cheeks. And just leave it. Let it go. All right, let's pick another color. Let's see. Let's add some blue to what we got already and see what happens to this color. All right. I think I'll add some of this here. Come down to our next row of color. And your faces don't all have to face forward. You can have some shaped like potatoes if you want to, and give them some ears and a neck. And we'll choose some red cheeks for these guys, so that he's going to have a red cheek. Maybe put a red cheek here, one over there. Some red cheeks here, red cheeks here. See how he's his ears running off the page because the paper wasn't wet. So I'm going to scoop some of that up, maybe a little bit. Let's mix some other colors up here. Put some water up here. Let's pick some of this pink. And just play with your colors until you get a skin tone you like. Or just roll with whatever you get. All right, let's see. Let's put a little yellow in there. It's also got some green in it. Or if you want to do purple people, you go for it. All right, so let's do bring some of that over into it, mix it in. Just keep mixing your paint until you find some colors that you think are interesting to play with. Let's make this one a side. There we go. I'm not putting any hair on any of these guys. I guess we ought to worry about that too, eh? Let's see. They're going to need some bright cheeks to show up here. So let's see if I can get some of that water off of there. Now, if you wanted to, we could go back up on some of these at the top and just put a little red in. And hope it doesn't get too crazy. For mouths. And if it does get crazy, it's okay. Hi, Ray. Hi, Ruth. All right, I've got some faces down here that are going to need some attention. So let's put some more yellow in. Maybe a little green. Mix that up. And drop in some. Hi, Callie. All right. Now I'm just going to come along and add a little water underneath them. So we can add just a little bit of some kind of color underneath them for clothing. So they're not running around naked. All right, now I'm just going to grab random colors. We don't want them to look like they all shop at the same Montgomery Wards. So we're going to put some different colors on here. And these are just for fun. Don't get yourself all stressed out that they don't look like people. Right now, they're all just a bunch of blobs. Just think of them. I'm making blobs and let that be it until we get to decorating them. And then you can turn them into whatever kind of people you want to turn them in to. You don't have to say this is what I got right now, because we all know all art goes through some ugly phases. So don't stress out about mine don't look like Becky's or mine don't look like Mary's. It ain't going to matter. In the long scheme of things, they're yours. They're your happy little found relatives. That's what makes it fun to share them, is because everybody's will turn out different. And when you share them, everybody gets a little piece of each other's fun art. This is meant to be fun. I got way too much on that. So let's pick some of that and put some green hair on this guy. And see, I put my hair on a little bit as I go. I got too much. I got too much paint down here is why these people are getting green hair. But hey, sometimes we all end up with green hair or some other kind of hair when we get a hairdresser that doesn't know what they're doing. So, right? And just make quirky little shapes. Oh, he's gonna be fun to do. All right. I'm gonna put some other colors on hair. I'm gonna do hair now. Let's see. Let's give him a glob of blonde. All right. He's got blonde hair. I think this is brown. I'm just Googling it on. I am not trying for any particular hairstyle or anything. I'm just giving them hair. If you want to cover up whatever ears that you put on there already, go for it. I want to talk about the rooms in Phibbsville and in Aunt Beck's Creations. In Aunt Beck's Creations, I limit my membership. But in the Phibbsville, it's a very large community. And I keep my craft and chat on Friday in Aunt Beck's Creations for my smaller group of friends. But I also have a room in Phibbsville. Anybody that is a member of Phibbsville can open the room. You can click on it, join room. Under rooms, click join room. What will happen is if the room isn't already open, but somebody wants to get together to play, you join the room and it will ring my phone. Okay. Just try not to do it when it's like in the middle of the night for me here in the East Coast of the United States, so that you don't wake my husband up. But any other time from like 9 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. Scott gets home at 12:30. That's why I'm saying that. So there's a wide open time period that I'd be okay with people wanting to open the room. See, that's not the sound I get, but that's a message y'all are talking to the others. But I get rang. It sounds just like a phone ringing. But I can come on. If I can't stay, I can still get the room open. I can turn camera and mic either off, or I can point it out my window, or let everybody just watch my room and turn my mic off and go about my business. And then you can be doing your own business, doing your crafting, and then people will see the room is open and they can come and join you. So don't be afraid to ring, though, because, man, we're a friendly bunch. Violet's on there with me all the time. She must get sick of me opening the day. I just I had to sew a new lunch thing for Scott. And I said, I wonder if anybody's available. So, of course, Violet rings in, because that's how Violet is. She's there ready to play. And so she sat and crocheted and looked up stuff, and we got to talking about, what kind of projects we'd like to do next as far as crocheting. And she was telling me about Tamarack Marketplace in West Virginia and Tenerife lace. And then Teresa was in, and she was telling us about a stapleless stapler. It doesn't take any staples. I want to order myself one. I think I will order one. They just looked so cool. If you want to go ahead and put some facial hair in, go for it. Just add a little bit. Hi, Ann. Yes, y'all, Ann's been in the rooms too. We just have so much fun. So don't be shy or worry that, you're not going to fit in or anything or that, or just don't be shy, because we just have so much fun in those rooms. And I'm really glad I decided to just go ahead and start setting them up so people would utilize them more. If they're not utilized, Facebook will take them away. So I really wanted them to, have a life before they get taken away. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I'm going to give this one purple hair, cover their ears. Julie, we don't care. Mary came in her jammies one morning. We were fine with that. It's not recorded. It doesn't stay up in the group. The only people that'll see you is the ones that are there. So once it's over with, it's gone. We don't record it. We don't keep it. We don't do any of that. We need to get one or two on here with some regular colored hair, don't we? Let's put some black hair on this guy. That's good enough. Let's give him, let's tap some hair on for him. He's got, but on Fridays, I always open my little room at either 10 or 11 a.m. 10 a.m. seems to work okay. I'm usually up and about by then. Let's give this one a goatee, and we'll set these aside to dry. These could be fun. Yes, between all 9, I think we had 9 between us, we got Mary's sewing machine up and running. So she can sew now. So I'm going to set these guys aside, because before we can draw faces, they've got to be good and dry. And I figured we could do a second sheet. I'd have 24 faces to share. So I wet this earlier. I don't know if it's still going to be moist enough to put some faces on. Let's mix these 2 colors together over here. I think I'll add a little brown to the mix. Oh, it's not brown. I don't know what that is. It's all right. Mix in some of my dirty water that's inside this. See what we get. Let's see what we get here. I am just so tickled that we got Mary up and going on that sewing machine. We might have to shock this one again to get this paper to take this paint a little better. Let's do this one a side view and give him a big nose. Oh, he needs a neck. So if anybody would like to swap some found relatives, I'm going to make copies and print these on some sticker paper so you can cut them out and use them in your journals or whatever. If anybody's interested, just let me know. And I'll swap it. Well, I'm going to have 2 sheets of relatives. So I can swap 2 sheets for anybody that wants to swap with me. Because these wouldn't take much to pop in the mailbox. Because I've done them on here. And I could even slightly blow them up so they'll be 8.5 by 11 instead of 9 by 6. So if you would like to, just let me know on Fibsville. That might be the easiest way. Just put on there maybe a copy. If you share a copy of your faces on Fibsville, underneath say I'd like to swap with Aunt Beck. And if you can make me 2 copies, whether you've done 2 different pages. No, baby, it's all wet. You can't come over right now. I'm sorry. She's going to get her feelings hurt. Do you want to go out on the porch? The boys are already out there. No, honey. No. She's like, stop telling me no. I am Callie. I do what I want. But anyway, if you do that, then we can swap them. Let's give him a green shirt to go with his green hair. Make his a turtleneck. Oh, and I didn't give him. Isn't that a great idea? Put them on sticker paper. It's not my idea, you guys. It's Barb Owen's. I'm kind of snitching Barb's idea, but I thought it would make for a fun swap. Ooh, they're getting some big. Let's put some of his cheeks down here on this guy's cheeks. Let's maybe pick up some of this color. Uh-oh, his hair's getting away from him. I just like to give them funny hair. Makes them more interesting, you know? I think I like purple. I keep getting gravitated toward it. Don't be afraid to give them some stripes on their shirts either. Oh, Sharon Lombard, hi. Has anybody seen Danny come in to any of the rooms lately? I saw it was her birthday, and I said for everybody to wish her a happy birthday, and I've seen her checking in on Facebook. I just have not seen her in groups. Let's give him a blue shirt to match his hair. Then we need to have a bunch of ladies to finish out this page. Hi, Renee. Renee, did you get your envelope? I missed it in the chat the other day. I asked about it, and then I forgot to pay attention to see if you replied. I ask a question, and then I get to following along with whoever's live, like Janet or whatever, and I forget to keep watching for the reply. I'm horrible about that. So if you answered, oh, awesome. Well, I'm glad you used it. That's awesome. Violet said she couldn't use it. It was too pretty. She said it's a page on its own. I can't take this apart. That was a fun, quick little swap that Janet Nash put together. You are so welcome. Now, the reason I did the metallic ones is you can come back with the metallic watercolor and add just a little bit of it to the clothing area. Or if you wanted to, you could use it to color the eyes or what, any of that. I'm going to use just a little of it to put some shimmery areas on their clothes. But other than that, that's the only reason I have that other watercolor page out. Ooh, I like this color. Let's do this color on this one. Let's do her a more. Now, y'all know you've seen some folks with hair like that. You see all kinds of hairstyles when you're out walking around and you get out in amongst the community. But you know what? I'm proud of them. Just do your hair the way you want to do it. The only one that needs to worry about your hair is you. And if you're comfortable with it, I say go for it. Would I wear my hair like that? Probably not. But, that's as far as it goes. This one looks like Carrot Top. I'm all for people just who are comfortable in their skins. Just let it go. The only person that needs to worry about how you're living your life or how you look is you. You're the one that pays the bills at your house. Just saying. All right, I'm going to go back to the first page just real quick with the other. Now, your watercolor trays, you should always set them somewhere to completely dry out before you close them. Never close them when they're sopping wet like this, or you'll have moldy mildew everywhere. Let's see. I'm going to set this over here to dry. I might go ahead and put a little bit of accents on these while I've got them here. With some of this metallic color, like put a little bit of this shimmer and some of this red. The ones that have red shirts, maybe. There's a little red there. Maybe give this girl down here. She's got this huge purple shirt. Put a little shimmer on here for her. A little blue in his hair. Just play around with your watercolor sets, and you'll find that you can do all kinds of stuff with them. Especially if you've got some that are more of a metallic-y, shimmery stuff. Let's see here. This black hair is having some issues, so it's getting weird. So we'll add some of this to it. I'll fill in the areas where he's having some thinning problems. Maybe that's what this is. They're having thinning problems. Good enough. All right, I'm going to set them aside, and we'll pull these others back and see if we can add just a little bit, like maybe add a little bit more to his hair. Maybe a little bit of shimmery stuff in his goatee. Give this guy a few wild gray hairs off the side. Let's see here. I don't know where to put that. Let's take that off there. Yeah, Renee said she wanted some neutrals, so I said, ooh, I know exactly what to do. I have all kinds of really cool neutral stuff that would look cool on there in her package of fabric. All right, I want to put something else on her shirt. Let's see. And because this is a metallic, it'll fill in where the others let me down. I really like her hair with the blue and the green. I really like that. Oh, he needs some of this in his hair. And if you pick up just a little bit and then make little lines with it, and just barely touching the brush, you'll get a different effect. So I don't know what's going on with her hair here, but we're going to go for it. She wants big hair. We'll bring some. Maybe she's been licked by a cow. Have any of y'all ever been licked by a cow? When I was little on the farm, one of my chores was to feed the calves, the ones that were, well, I did the bottle feeding on the calves, but the older calves that weren't quite heifers. A heifer is a calf that's reached the age to where she's almost ready to have her first baby herself. But then there's that age group between them, and that's the ones I would have to feed. And I always wanted to feed them by hand. Well, if you weren't watching or paying attention, they lick you and your hair would stand up just like that and stay that way. And my grandmother would go, I wish you wouldn't let them do that to you, because now we got to wash your hair again. You can't go to school like that. Sweetie, I think Callie needs to go on the porch. And that'll give these time to dry. So let me set this over here, and I'm going to let you guys look at these, and I'm going to see what my Callie girl wants. I think she wants to go out on the porch with the boys. And that'll give this time to dry, and I can catch up on chat. So if you have a question, ask it, and I'll be right back. I'm going to go let my little girl out on the porch. She's flipping and flipping. What you need, honey? Come here. Let's put you out on the porch. You want to go out on the porch with the boys? Huh? We're not going to open another can right now. You guys have had enough of that. All right, so let's check chat, and then we'll get the Sharpies out, and we'll start adding some faces. I actually need to get a really small brush, a couple really small brushes added to this water. Probably ought to get fresh water, but I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm going to use some scribble. I've already opened several cans today, so I think they've had enough. So let's see. Oh, you're having a late breakfast? So Carl there already. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Ann. I bought some, that canned water. Hang on. I'll grab one. I'm not going to drink it. I'll tell you why here in a minute. I'm kind of hoping when I get room in the refrigerator, I need to get with Gregory and find out exactly what can stay in the refrigerator and what I can throw in the trash. But I love the LaCroix. I love the orange. So I thought limoncello. That could be tasty. I like limoncello cake, but I do not like stuff. I got a can of it. I poured it over ice, and it wasn't good. It wasn't very cold, but I just did not like this. So I'm going to try chilling it, see if getting it really cold would help. So far, I'm not liking it too much. There's our violet. Yes, they're very colorful. The next step, I'm just going to get a Sharpie a really fine Sharpie like this. Let me make sure this one will write. Yeah, this one's still pretty good. Oh, he's got problems. He looks scary. You can also, if you want to, we could do some shading and stuff with colored pencils, but I'm going to use, if I do that, I'm just going to use the, where are they? The color pencils I got at the thrift store. So I'll use cheap watercolors and cheap from the thrift store Crayola markers like this. I also have the skin tones that I picked up at Walmart. You can get the 24 count of these at Walmart for $2.97, which they make some really nice faces. It's all the colors of the world. See on the side. So it's a really cool set. You can mix and match them and get all the different shades and all of that. All right, let's see if this one's dry enough. This one's definitely not. So we're going to set that aside. And you can see the ones that I added a little shimmer. You can see it. So we'll avoid the ones with shimmer for right now. And then you just start giving them features. Let's see. Like, we could give them a mouth like this. Maybe a little nose. And then little eyes. And if you just put little curly cues every once in a while in her hair, or however you want to do it. Just go around the edge of the hair with a wiggly line. And then every once in a while, stick a wild curly hair coming out of nowhere. And keep in mind, people can also trim it to where you've sketched. So if it looks like it's way too big, like I'm not coming all the way out to where that paint was, you don't have to. This kind of looks like she might have a collar here, so we'll give her a collar. And see, I can come in with the colored pencils in a little bit and give her some red lips, maybe color her eyes. Give her a little dimple off here, like she's doing fish lips. And if we go around this guy's hair. And because I use two different colors on here, go around your outer edge and then just go around some of the bits where the other color is. And in doing that, you get more hair piled up on his head. Oh, thank you, Julie. All right, let's bring his face down, maybe around like this. I just learned this from our Barb Owen. I like when she does found relatives. I always play along. His shirt looks like he's been in it for like 5 days. He hasn't washed it. He's been playing video games. Give him some ear holes here. Let's see here. Maybe he just has a lined mouth. Not much of a lower lip or anything. Just a couple lashes on the corner. Then maybe he's got a nostril here. There we go. Okay, have a wonderful day, Julie. I missed her saying goodbye. That's okay. Hopefully she heard it. If not, she'll see it on the replay. Oh, she's got a wart on her nose. She's got a very, very high forehead. Put some dots on her wart. Maybe a couple hairs coming out of it. I don't know. Anyway, they're meant to be fun. Put some dots on her, whatever this is. I was thinking I might use the some of the scribble sticks, but I think I'm going to skip them tonight and just play. I think I'm just going to do markers instead of colored pencils. And I've got Sharpie markers. The what are they called? Mary uses them all the time. Super Tips. I think I'm going to use the Super tonight. Not sponsored, just using Crayola because everybody can get Crayola, except for the glittery paint. That's a Michael's thing. Let's see. Let's give the girl up here with the green and blue hair and stuff. Let's put some blue for her eyes. Okay. That's not a Crayola Super Tip. That's an ancient pen that I'm surprised it even works because it's from the 80s. And we'll put some red lips on here. And if you have Poscas, you can use them, or if you have a whiteout pen like Mary has, you can use that to do the whites of her eyes. I can get a hold of it. You can use your Poscas too. Let's put a little bit. Put the white of her eyes. And if you do just a tiny dot on her pupils, and then I like to put just a little bit on their lip and then dab it with my finger. so that just a little bit of the white remains. I know why she looks funny. She has no chin. I was like, why does she look so funny? There we go. She needs the inside of her ear on there too. Here we go. Thanks for the thumbs up. I think I'll give him green eyes. So I'll put the green on there first. Put a little touch of white. If I can get the thing to work here. I've been using the daylights out of these Poscas lately, so it might be time to order some more. All right. Let's see, what can I do with this lady here? She needs some kind of lips. She doesn't have any lips. Let's give her some lips here. So if anybody else is playing along, I would love to see your pictures, and I would also like to know if you would like to swap sticker sheets. It's really easy to do. So I have no problem. And this, I think, needs some outrageous, maybe let's give her some eyeshadow in purple. Big old purple eyeshadow. Maybe she needs cat eye. I mean the dark eyeliner. There we go. I might go check the store that I used to manage that's the closest to the house is a very small Joann's. I used to remember the square footage because I had to know what it was, but now I don't have to know, so I don't remember. But it's a small cat store, so I don't know if they'd have them, but I could go check. Never hurts to check. Put some spots on this one shirt. Oh, needs eyeballs. Let's see. Let's get some cheek areas here. Oh, that almost looks like they're grinning and their eyes are. Let's just do that. Make it look like they're laughing. But if you've never watched Barb Owen, you should watch her on Fridays. Mess up her time though. I think it's 3 o'clock my time. I think. Is that right? If anybody can remember, please pop it in. You can also put jewelry on them. I might do that. Give some of them an earring or something here. Well, I'll have to drive over there. It's like a 5-minute drive from the house, but I'm not going to do that tonight because I'm playing with y'all. Let's go up to the goatee boy here. Remember, just go around the outer edge of his hair to begin with. It's crazy on its own right, isn't it? He's got some mad curly hair here. Then I'm going to go around some of this other here. So let's see here. Let me turn him so I can get his hair on here. See where his face is going to come out. I got it looking like hair coming out his ears now. Oh well, maybe he does. Maybe we'll just put hair coming out of his ears. Well, that mouth don't match him. I don't know what that is. I wish I could erase it now. Let's see here. One creepy guy. He's got a weird mouth on him. I don't know what I did wrong there. Maybe I can fix it. Let me think. How can I fix this? Let's just make it look like he's got his mouth open. That's what we'll do. Maybe he's laughing. I don't know. He's got problems. He's got a weird shirt on. And his eyes look like a girl's eyes. Maybe it's a girl, a bearded lady. Maybe it's a bearded lady. Nope, that ain't gonna do. Let's take that off. Let's see. How can I fix this? Quit trying to fix it, Becky. That's what you need to do. You need to quit trying to fix it. I just need to quit trying to fix this one. I know how I'll fix him. If you mess up a mouth, give him a mask. He's doing his part. And hopefully the fat Sharpie won't bleed too much. Just like that, I fixed that messed up mouth. Now I'm going to let that dry, and I'll do something on it. I don't know what. There you go. Janet gave y'all a link to Barb Owen if you aren't already watching her, and why wouldn't she be? Sorry if I go quiet. I start thinking about what I'm doing so I don't mess up. Have to think about what you're doing when you're doing these. Or they'll all end up wearing masks because Becky can't draw mouths unless she's paying attention. Ooh, this shirt's got some issues. Maybe it's a poncho. Okay, so let's see. She's kind of facing, so like you'd see more of this eye. And only a little bit of this eye. And then her nose would be down here. Like so. Put some lines on here. Oh, she needs a couple little eyelashes and give her an eyebrow or two. It had a beard, but yeah, now it has a mask and a beard hanging out from below it. So it's all good. So if you had purple hair, what color would your eyes be? Blue. We're going to say blue. There. And then I'll give her just a little bit of a pink lip. She got in her mom's makeup, it looks like. Let's see. Put a little white on the eye. There and there. A little dot. A little bit there and there. Brown eyes. Hi, Linda Morell. I think I said that already. Oh, there's Auntie Loopy. We're doing found relatives a la Barb Owen. So now I take and I put there we go. Now it has a mouth. I just think these are so much fun to do, and you can take them with you. And once you've done the blobs, you can pop them in your purse and sit and doodle their faces while you're waiting, on some appointment or. I'm just kind of going along the edge, on the outer edge of it, and then on these, I just do a few little funny things. You don't look too happy. I think he just got told to take the trash out. I think I might switch to a Bic pen because the watercolor paper is really making the Sharpie spread. I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep up with the Sharpie on this one, and then on the other one, I don't know. The Sharpie is what I'm thinking. And then I grab the Sharpie and I shake the Sharpie. All right, so let's do her big old schnoz here. Let's do a big nose. Maybe she ain't got no teeth, so she's going to have a funny smile. I don't know. We'll see. She looks funny. I don't know. Let's see. Everybody must be playing along. Not much chat going on. Or somebody else is on tonight. Everybody's over there, wherever there is. I just think these are fun to do. And I think I just blobbed my Sharpie up. Oh, I got Janet Nash's prompts from the other day here. Let's write on the back of those and see if I can get this to working again. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna leave her alone. I think her collar needs something or something. I don't know. All right, this guy. Let's see. Let's go back up here to. Well, they each have their own personality. That's for sure. Almost looks like he's got on a wrinkled sweatshirt, doesn't it? Something like that. I love to do the spiky hair. She's a leftover from the 80s. She's got Rod Stewart hair. I know. I love Rod Stewart too. I think his music's wonderful. I also like Freddie Mercury and David Bowie and everybody we've lost. Prince. I used to put Prince on and do my housework with Prince. Prince will get you moving. You know what? I didn't put any color on his eyes. Might have to do some touch up on that one. Oh, let's do some dark brown eyes. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Christine G. Uh-oh. Come my pen up again. All right. From watercolor globs to funny old crotchety characters. And he's wearing a pink shirt. Kind of looks like this is his arm. And then his back comes down. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing something. I ain't gonna show. Let's see. There we go. He's not wearing no pink shirt no more. His eyes done lost himself in his head. Let's see here. Do. Sharon says she's a fat domino, the platters and little. I like Little Richard. I like Little Richard too, but he's, I like all kinds of music, actually. One more on this page, and then woohoo, we got 12 more to go. My neck's starting to hurt. Take a break. Break time. There's my characters so far. Let's see, let's see, probably over here. Let's see, what's today's date? 4/28/21. Whew. Do neck stretches. Put your head all the way back and all the way forward. Press against your hand. Turn your head and press against your hand. Stretch your head back. Oh my goodness, my neck is, it's having issues. I think they're fun to do, and each one comes out its own way. I don't know what happened with this one's hair. I kind of feel sorry for her. She's got a bad haircut. Maybe she gave it to herself and now regrets doing it. It's a COVID-19 disaster. Face. Bad hair day. Let's see here. I miss movies that weren't all about blowing stuff up. That's what I miss. I watched a movie with Gregory. Some of his coworkers said he had to watch it. And it had Matthew McConaughey in it, acting like a drunken beach bum. And it was horrible. I said, this is the worst movie I've seen ever. Why are we watching this? I kept asking Greg, why are we watching this? Everybody at work wanted me to watch it. And it's like, this is an awful movie. And coming from him, I was just shocked. From Matthew McConaughey. I just didn't get it. Let's give her some eyebrows so at least it doesn't look like she cut her own eyebrows off. I used to work with a girl that shaved her eyebrows off and then drew them back on. I said, why do you do that? And she said, because I like it. I was like, okay. To each his own. I said, well, if it floats your boat. All right, so there's that pair. Now look, they go from this to that. So I'll make some copies to swap with folks if you want to. If you don't want to swap, I'll just add these to my pile. The newest thing I've seen is where they stencil their eyebrows. Have y'all seen those eyebrow stencils? So you get perfectly squared off, straight across to an angled triangle things. I don't get it, but whatever, I reckon. Oh my goodness, these guys have really red cheeks. Really red. Oh my goodness. All right, some funny ear coming out here. Okay. Maybe he's chewing on something. So if we go, he's chewing with his mouth open. How rude. Thank you, Janet. Oh, and that's a good idea. Rose-colored glasses. I should have done that. That's all right. We're going to... Let's see here. She's got some weird ears. Kind of looks like she's got a mouse living in her hair. Right here. Looks like a little mouse. Oh my goodness. I don't know why she's got that weird ear. She hears everything, I guess. Who knows? She's got issues. I don't know what that is. Let's I don't know. Let's turn it into a bow. She's got a bow on that side of her hair. That's what we'll do. Give her some wild curls. So I don't know what else that could be. She's got a barrette on that side, holding some of that wild hair back. Let's give her some dots on her shirt. Oh, how nice, Mary. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. There you go, Anne. Some rose-colored spectacles now. He says, "Hey, baby." Oh, gosh. So, Mary, we've been having fun. We've been already done that many. I'm going to get a gold pen. Get up and move around just a minute so I'm not totally stiff from sitting. If you wanted to come back in with a gel pen and add stripes, dots, all that kind of stuff, you could, which I might do. But just getting them, the basic things done, is killing my neck. So I'm not going to be able to go much longer. But I want to put some gold on these glasses. Now I have to remember this is gel pen and I don't want to put my hand through it. But now we need some highlight spots on these glasses. There we go. That's better. Now let's finish outlining him. Hands and a hair clip, Mary says. I don't know what this lump is over here. Is it part of his hair, or are we just going to ignore that it's there and just not worry about it? I think we're just not going to worry about it. Well, I said, if anybody, earlier I said this, for anybody that just came in, if you decide to do some found relatives and do, sheets like this of them, or if you do just one big sheet, if you can make copies and want to swap, just let me know in Phibbsville, post a picture of your found relatives, and underneath it say, I'll swap with you, Aunt Beck, and we can work out a swap that way, a found relative swap. So I'll have 24 found relatives because I cut a piece of watercolor paper in half that was 9 by 12. So these sheets are 6 by 9, and I can put them on my scanner and enlarge them slightly, and then print them off on an 8 by 10, 8.5 by 11. Yeah, 8.5 by 11 piece of sticker paper. And that way all you have to do is cut them and then you can use them as stickers. Oh, gosh, Mary. That's a lot of mulch. I told Scott I'm going to start reworking these beds around the house here. And we went yesterday and I bought 2 bags of cow manure and 4 bags of garden topsoil, which I still have trouble buying topsoil. But what I'm doing is as I rework a bed and get it weeded, and I add that cow manure and stuff, to the beds, I wouldn't mind mulching, but we're going to wait until I'm all the way around. I'll probably have to re-weed, by the time I get to all of the front. But we were thinking it would be cheaper just to order a dump truck load in to do all these flower beds. But I guess time will tell if I can get it done. I'm good for about 30 minutes in the yard, and then I just get to feeling ugh, so I come back in. So I will conquer this yard again, 30 minutes at a time. I really like how this is turning out, where I use the metallic watercolors over top of the other. It gives me an area to make squiggly lines. So his hair's interesting looking. All right, let's see here. All right, let's I keep switching between different pens here. It's been really kind of nice here lately, thankfully. Everybody was out in full force at Lowe's Home Improvement Center yesterday. And I started working on that bed, and I made it 35 minutes until I was just so tired. I said, I'm going in. All right. There I go off and focusing on what I'm doing again. Yeah, I've got to be careful. I don't want to tear my back up. If I push, which I used to push and push and push, but if I do that now, I can hurt myself pretty bad. So I bite at it a little each day, and I'll get better. And makes it look like she's got earbuds in. Let's give her some earbuds. Maybe the cord's coming down this way. She's got them behind her head. Whew, got a half a dozen left to do here. well, that stinks. I hate when that happens. I was watching Joycey, Able to Rejoice, earlier, and it started spinning and spinning. I don't know. As much as we pay for internet, you'd think it would work all the time, but I guess when everybody starts getting home or it gets hot and everybody goes inside, that's what happens down here. All right. This guy is the one I made the great big nose on. And he's got some wild hair here. Now, let's do. Whoops. Scott got his second COVID shot today. I'll get my second next week. We're trying to get Greg to go and get his. He really needed to have gotten it. He's going to a wedding this weekend, and I wish he had at least the first one on board before he left, but he's grown up. They're found relatives, Dana. Welcome. There's Candy. Yeah, the heat. I keep thinking I'll get up and I'll go out and work in the yard, for about an hour before Scott gets up. I was up at 7:30 this morning, and I thought about coming out and getting coffee started and watch Mary. But then I was like, oh, I'm so tired. So I went back to bed, and it was about 10:30 when I got up. And Scott was kind of dragging his feet this morning, and it was already like 12:19. And I told him, I said, you do know what time it is, right? And your appointment's at 1. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he jumped up when I said, it is 12:19 right now. So he got up and around. Keep giving him too big of eyelashes. He's going to roll with it. He's going to make it work. Yep, found relatives. They're something Barb Owen came up with. Actually, I think she learned it from somebody else, but that's where I learned it, was Barb Owen. You never know what they're going to look like when you're laying down the watercolor. That's what makes them fun. And I think they'd be fun to swap. I'm sorry. I just she looked like she's a yacker. She's just running her mouth here. Just give her some gold in her glasses here. There we go. I understand, Mary. You need to come hang out Friday in Aunt Beck's Creations. On Thursdays, generally after you sign off, we open the room in Phibbsville. At least that's what Violet and I have been doing. So if anybody wants to get together in Phibbsville tomorrow morning, right after Mary signs off, we'll open the room up in Phibbsville, and you can come and hang out and address envelopes, or, nothing's recorded in there. We just hang out and craft and talk about food and crocheting and knitting, and I don't know. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Okay. Well, we'll be in Aunt Beck's on Friday, and that's a smaller group, and it's just for the members of Aunt Beck's. And like Phibbsville, that's another thing. When you go into the rooms in our groups, the groups are private. You have to be a member to get into the rooms. And I keep my group small. Phibbsville is bigger because it's managed by more people. And that's just how it is. I just like to keep my group small so I can manage it. And there's so many other groups. And anybody can set a room up in a group they belong to if they want to. I mean, if the group allows it, anybody can set up a room and say, hey, I got a room open. You want to come in and craft? And I've been just leaving my rooms there, and anybody can reopen them at any time. It's just a ton of fun. At least I think it is. Oh, she doesn't have a chin. I'm like, why does she look so funny? Let's draw a chin in there. She looks like she's about to get sick. Like, I don't know. Yep, you don't have to stop crafting to chat on there. Your hands are free. That's another good thing. Yeah, I was telling Violet in the other morning when it was just her and I, that I was watching your where you take a method and you expand it on. It was part of one of your hops from the weekend. And I was telling her about how I just wanted to get that tin foil from you and mix what was left in there with matte medium, and then use it to paint a face. And then that way, all those little bits would get glued in with the matte medium. And when you painted the face, you'd have all that beautiful texture in there. And then I told Violet you threw it away. And I said, no, dig it out of the trash. And everybody else is probably saying, no, let her throw it away. Oh, gosh. We try to encourage you to organize and purge and stuff. And then we're sitting here telling you not to throw it away. It's so funny. But see, these are something I can like make the copies of and add to Happy Mail occasionally. All right, let's do this guy here. I didn't know that they had made it to where we have to set up that the lives are monetized, and I didn't know that my chats weren't being played at the replays. People were saying that they wish they could read the chats from my lives, and I was like, well, they should be there. But then I went looking today, and I saw where I have to turn it on. Oh, Mary got magazines today. Janice says she's both microphone and camera shy. Well, Janice, you can turn your mic and your camera off. You don't have to say anything, or maybe just turn your mic on long enough to say hi and then turn it off again, and then just watch us all act like goofy, silly people that we are, and talk about food. Oh. There's one creepy looking character here. Ooh, that's even worse. Well, we've done it once. Let's do it again. All right. This one looks like that clown. This one looks like Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons. So why not? If you don't like clowns, you can just cut that one off and pretend he's not there. Let's see here. Oh, it's not wanting to do now. Come on, we're almost done with these. Well, that looks horrible. I'll fix it. I'm Freaky the Clown. I don't have a true red, I don't think. Wait a minute. Whew. You just sit back and listen and play on. Janet, she gets where she says a few things every once in a while, but she stays pretty quiet too. Occasionally we'll have to say, Janet, you there? Janet, are you there? And she'll be in the kitchen. She'll come running in. I'm here. Oh, this pen. This is a permanent marker. I think it came in some kind of kit or something. And it's horrible. I think this is the ones that Mary takes apart and throws in alcohol. This one might go live in some alcohol. I might have to call that good on this one. Oh, and we helped Mary get her sewing machine running last week. So now she can stitch like a wild woman. Tomorrow morning we'll be in Phibbsville. And Friday's Aunt Beck's Creations. And I can't get Barbara Clark into my group. I've tried and tried, and I sent her an invite and everything, and I can't get her in. I don't know what has happened there. So Scott and I think we have decided that for our anniversary, because it's not too far of a drive, we don't think, from us, is we were talking about driving to Knoxville, Tennessee for our anniversary. Ah. All right. Let's give her some things. We've been married 36 years this year. We've been together 37, but we've been married 36 years. And our son turns 35 in August. Oh, I covered up. Well, I might come back in on some of them and recolor their eyes, maybe with gel pens after all this is dried. Let's see here. Because she looks scared, and I think I could clean that up with some gel pens. So I'll sign it here. And today is the 28th. My grandmother would say all day. 21. So there's tonight's found relatives. This is what happens, Mary, when you mess a mouth up. You can put a mask on them. Right there. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's not the one I want. So I have, that's all I'm going to do on those. I have Janet Nash's prompts from Monday. Do y'all want to play a quick pick six? We could, I don't know. I don't think I'm up to trying to do it in 6 minutes tonight, but it's 6 prompts. If anybody, does anybody want to play this and do these? I have a cheap kids Crayola paint set. Yeah, I'm too tired. I think I'm going to skip it for tonight. We'll do that. Maybe I'll do it in a separate standalone video when I'm not quite so tired. I have the Crayola, just regular kids Crayola watercolors. And then I use some of the cheap art, just Michael's brand of the shimmery watercolors to get the shimmer. You can see the shimmer on some of those. And I was going to use the scribble sticks. That's another thing you can do. To get your, if you don't have watercolors, you can use like mixed media sticks for your base, and you can kind of cheat with. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, you can draw your. I see. I'm tired, so I'm not making any sense. You can draw a shape with these, and then take a wet paintbrush and make the shape of the head. And then go in with your either a Bic pen or a Sharpie marker or Posca pens and do all the others. Mary's buffering. I think that's a sign that we're all tired. It is 9:30 and I've been on since 7, so that's 2.5 hours. I'm pretty tired too. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed these. And like I said, I'm going to make copies and turn them into sticker paper that I can stick in Happy Mail. And I'd be willing to swap with people for other found relatives. So I hope everybody had fun. I'll see some of you tomorrow in Phibbsville Chat and Craft, I hope. And Friday in my little group at about 10 or 11, whenever Mary's done. All right. Thanks, guys. I think I am going to go just sit and watch maybe something on Netflix while I wait for Scott. Last night I fell asleep for 2 hours, so it was hard to get into bed last night. Okay, Violet, that's fine. That's fine. All right, guys, have a good night, and thank you so much for hanging with me. And I'll see you later. Bye.